Hello, Mr. Winfrey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
All right.
Okay. Would you like to give us an introduction on your two books, please?
Yes, I'd like to talk about the beast that was and is not and yet is. This is my book that tell you all about the end time, what will be happening at the end time. I explained to you, I went into great detail and explained this book to you, of what will be happening with the world governments. And 144,000 and speaking in tongue, I'll tell you who are the 144,000. So you get my book, you get a lot of understanding about many things in these two books. You have a complete understanding of the end time.
Well, thank you, Mr. Winfrey, for that introduction of your two books. For this session, I do have a couple of questions for you.
All right.
For this evening, my first question is, the mark of the beast coming out before the Antichrist come in or after Antichrist come in?
The mark of the beast is coming out before the Antichrist come in. The mark of the beast is coming out now if you just pay attention.
Okay, and who is the Antichrist?
Who is the Antichrist? The false prophet is the Antichrist. When the 10 horn get here, the false prophet will come among them 10 horn. He will be the Antichrist. He will tell those 10 horn what to do, them 10 king. The 10 horn and the 10 king is the same. You know, Bible is used different thing to explain it about the 10 horn, because it tells you the 10 horn is the 10 king.
Okay, and who will Antichrist make war with?
The Antichrist will make war with the saints. He will kill some and put some in jail and prison. He will be killing the saints.
Okay, and my next question is, when will the two witnesses be killed?
The two witnesses will be killed after they set up the abomination, before they set up the abomination that make it desolate. They're going to kill the two witnesses, and then they will set up the abomination that make it desolate. Then Jerusalem will go into captivity for 3.5 years.
Okay, my next question. Are the two witnesses coming before the last 3.5 years or during the last 3.5 years?
The two witnesses are coming. Repeat the question.
Are the two witnesses coming before the last 3.5 years or during the last 3.5 years?
The two witnesses coming before the 3.5 years, before the last 3.5 years. See, a lot of people think that the two witnesses coming during the last 3.5 years, but that is not true. The two witnesses coming before the last 3.5 years, because the Antichrist will kill the two witnesses, and then he will set up the abomination that make it desolate, and that will last for 3.5 years. Jerusalem will go into captivity for 3.5 years. I explain all that to you in my book. If you get my book, I went into great detail in explaining it to you, step by step.
Okay, and my next question is, what will I get from this book or learn from this book?
You will get great understanding what will be happening at the end time. You know, more than what any other preachers or prophet are teaching you over the radio and television, shortwave radio, and elsewhere. Because they've been teaching you, telling you lies many years. And people study believing their lies, and all the prophecy is not even come true.
Okay, and my next question is, why do I hear some prophet says when Israel became a nation in 1948 and a generation is 70 years, that the world will not make it to 2018.
A generation is 70 years. You see, the prophet is deceived. You're talking about when Israel became a nation, that the world will make it to 2018. That is not true. See, a false prophet from South Carolina said that the world will not make it to 2018, that Jesus Christ will be and came back for 2018. But that is not true, you know, because the two witnesses have to come first. Then the Antichrist got to rule for 3.5 years. And the two witnesses got prophesied for 3.5 years. The two witnesses got prophesied the first 3.5 years. And then they're going to be killed. Then after, the Antichrist going to rule for 3.5 years. We are just now in the first and second beast. See, we are not even in the third beast. And when the United States horn will be broken, then we're going to get into the third beast. Then the third beast going to rule a while. Because the Bible clearly tells you, saying the latter time of that kingdom, the king of his continent will stand up. So I'm going to let you listen to a tape here about these prophets. You know, a lot of prophets be teaching like prophet RG Stair be teaching falsely. You can see here.
When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. You see, there are many prophets that speak presumptuously, and RG Stair was one of those prophets. He said many times that if God didn't make a major move by the year 2000, he would tell God to go to hell. And he said that Christianity as we know it would be non-existent if the Lord didn't make a major move by the year 2000. But see, he also has said that the Lord would come by the year 2000. Listen to this. This is a clip that a sister sent to me. And RG Stair's own words coming out of his mouth. What he means by that saying, that God's got to make a major move by the year 2000. Listen up to this and you'll have an understanding from the words of his own mouth, taken back in 1995 or 96.
Way back since its very beginning. But that's not what's going to bring the demise of this great land. It is you, the people. Well, the same thing with the church today. Unless God makes a dramatic move by the year 2000, you couldn't open up the Bible and identify the church. It will be mingled with every other religion it already is, basically. You have to look around now to find just a pure person who serves God today.
So what you're saying is...
I'm telling you that by the year 2000, if God doesn't make a move, then you can call the Bible a lie.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Now, in essence, what I am telling you is that Jesus is coming before the year 2000. That's what I'm telling you.
I believe that.
Well, hey, no doubt in my mind about it.
Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Did you hear straight from the mouth of RG Stair what he meant by that statement? That Jesus Christ was coming by the year 2000? That's what he meant. That's what he said. That was the words straight from the mouth of RG Stair.
You see that? They said that Jesus would come by the year 2000 or before the year 2000. This haven't came true. You know, now he said by the year 2018. You see, but the two witnesses have to come first. Prophesy for 3.5 years. That will go all the way up to 2000. Right now we're a year and a half away from 2018. Not quite a year and a half away from 2018. You see. I just want to apologize to the people. That's why I made this another video, you know, because I said, you know, all this started, you know, those 4 beasts. The beasts came out and like from 9/11, that's when it started. See, that's what God was talking about, the end time for 9/11. But I say from 2011, that was wrong. I made a mistake. So, but it was from 9/11, from 2001, September 11. That's when those beasts came out. The first beast, you know. First beast was like a lion, had eagle wings. That's when the United States went to war. Started the war, and Bush said it's gonna be war from now on. So that's where we're at now. I just want to apologize and straighten up that for the people, for the young people that will listen and get an understanding of God's word, because we must teach the truth to the people, you know. But I made a mistake in the year. I wanted to say 9/11 from 2001, September 11. So I just wanted to correct this. God requires us to teach the truth to the people. So I enjoy teaching, and I want to teach the people the truth, give them understanding of what will be happening in the last days. It's very important for people to know, so they can get right with God. So this is all I have for y'all today. But like I said, I'm going to tell you about my book. Get my book of The Beast That Was and Is Not Yet Is. You will get a good understanding of the end time. It tells you just on the front page with all. I got the lion, the bear, the leopard, and the 10-horned beast with the false prophet. It's all here. You know, got it all down in the line. How it all gonna happen, how it all gonna end. So you get these two books, 144,000, and A Beast That Was and Is Not. You get the complete understanding of the end time.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Winfrey, for giving us that ending introduction on your books. Do you have any other questions or anything else you want to add?
No, that's it, y'all. I just wanted to give people the truth, you know, of the end time. I want them to know what will be happening at the end time. So may God bless y'all. May God bless y'all with wisdom and understanding of His word.
Thank you, Mr. Winfrey.
And thank you, young lady.